today's video, I am going to be breaking down Anthony Edwards and how he is able to get his shot off in game. He is one of the best players right now in the NBA. He has absolutely taken it to Denver. So let's get down and let's check out Anthony Edwards and how he's able to do this so that you can do this in game also. Really quickly, if you want to be able to shoot the basketball better, make sure to go check out my shooting workout that is down in the description below. Okay, so really quickly, he gets a pass to the corner from Anthony or from Towns. After he receives that pass, he sizes up his defender and then he pulls for that shot. He's able to get that shot off before that defender was even able to contest it. Why was this able to happen? Well, when we put it into slow motion, when he receives this pass right here, he takes a quick shot fake. And then at this time, look at the defender's hands. You have a player who you are defending who is Anthony Edwards, which is a very good shooter. Even though maybe when he came into the league, he wasn't the most fantastic shooter ever, he can shoot the ball now. You need to have at least one hand up contesting the shot before he even has the shot go off. If your arms are down like this and you are a shooter like Anthony Edwards, guess what you need to do? You need to do a quick jab fake. Oh, now he's got his hand up, but he's got distance between himself and that defender as well. This guy needs to get a lot closer. But because he's not, Anthony Edwards is able to then do one more quick jab. That hand is down yet again, and then he's able to go up for that shot. Now, the reason why he was able to get this shot off is because this defender was giving him space because he's afraid of Anthony Edwards driving because Anthony Edwards has a very quick first step. So if you want to be able to get these easy shots off, have a quick first step so that it gives you the defender who will give you more space. Now, being able to hit mid-range shots or even shots inside this key is extremely important, and Anthony Edwards is able to do that right here. Why was this able to happen? Well, when Anthony Edwards gets that kick out pass, he's got two players who are closing out on him. He could obviously make a pass over to the corner. That is an option, but he is the number one option on his team, so sometimes you just need to go for that shot. What he does first is a quick shot fake. He gauges who goes up into the air. He's able to then get that defender flying. He then takes a couple of dribbles towards the basket. He gets a secondary defender, and yes, while I understand why a lot of people say he should have passed out to this man here, look where the defender is now. He could have easily gone and contested a shot here. This is still the best option right now. Anthony Edwards then takes a quick 2-foot hop, and because he knew exactly what he was going to do before he did it, he had just enough space between himself and that defender. He knows exactly how long it takes to get his shot off, so that really wasn't all that much of a contested shot for him. I also really like the fact, and we can see it right here, that the ball is on his palm. That generally gives you more rotation on that shot, a little bit more accurate of a shot as well, and his shoulder and elbow are in line with the rim. He also has a nice high release too, and he gets some pretty good rotation and arc on that shot. Now, taking a shot off of a screen is very important because you need to be able to read what your main defender is doing and what the hedge or help may do. So he's got a teammate that sets a screen. When he has that screen set, his defender goes underneath that screen. Anytime that your man goes underneath and this guy doesn't do a strong hedge, guess what you need to do? Because you just came off that screen, your main defender went under, you have all of this distance between yourself and the defenders who are here. You need to pull up for that shot, and that's exactly what he did. Anytime your man goes under the screen, you need to pull for that shot. Now, what I see right here, I see a lot of at the youth level when it comes to the defense, and we all really need to be able to read defenses and what players are trying to do to us when we are attacking them. Here, Anthony Edwards attacks his defender, and look where his hands are. They are down by his side. Look what his heels are doing. They're on the ground. He is backpedaling with his heels on the ground and hands down. This man doesn't exist. He is now classified as basically a pylon. Anthony Edwards just needs to be able to create just enough space to be able to pull this shot off. Now here, he makes that contact first. The reason why this was not an offensive foul is because the ref didn't call it. But there's also another reason too, and that is because there's the foot, this is the cylinder. Guess what? if this defender is inside that cylinder, you can hit him with your shoulder, as long as your shoulder doesn't go too far down. Now, while some referees at the youth level will probably call this an offensive foul because the shoulder is slightly down, it is not, because he owns this land because his foot is right there. So if your foot is there, guess what? That is your cylinder. That cylinder goes all the way up to the sky. So that man is definitely inside that cylinder, and he can definitely hit him out of that cylinder. That's exactly what you see here. He did not extend that arm, which means that it was a perfectly good clear out move. He cleared enough space, which then allowed him to be able to pull up for that shot. So between the defender having his hands down and onto his heels, the reason why Anthony Edwards was able to get this shot off is because he made that contact. You need to be able to make contact first with the defender before the defender makes contact with you. If you do that, you win, you get that shot off. Now, watch what happens right here. He could have pulled for the shot. His man went underneath that screen. But Gobert re-screens. Now, what's going to happen? Well, this man's going to notice that he made that mistake. Anthony Edwards is not going to allow himself to give up another open shot. So he's going to go over top of this screen. He's going to force Anthony Edwards to drive on Jokic, because Jokic right now is in drop coverage. After this screen, Anthony Edwards attacks the high post. This is going to be a mid-range shot. The reason why you would pull for this shot is because Jokic is in drop coverage and your man went over top of that screen. So you drive. If you can make sure that he is essentially on your back when you go up for that shot, you may also get some quick and ones. However, you're able to get that open shot either way. Now here, when Anthony Edwards attacks his man, he's really going to attack hard right here. Next thing that he does, again, makes contact. When he makes contact, he takes a quick spin to create a little bit more distance away from his man, because now his man is bumped back, but now Anthony Edwards is moving in this direction, which creates a little bit more distance between himself and his defender. And that's all you really want to do, is to create as much gap as you can if you are the number one scorer. So by being that number one scorer, creating that gap right here, he was able to create the ability to really have an open shot. Now, while this may look like it's contested, there's an arm in the way, Anthony Edwards is a NBA player, which means that he's taken many shots, which means that he knows exactly how long it's going to take for him to release that ball. He knows exactly how long it's going to take for that defender to get to him from the distance that he's at. So this shot is really not contested at all. Make sure to go check out my shooting workout that is down in the description below if you want to be able to shoot the ball from further away. Anyways, hit that like button and subscribe if this video has helped you become a better shooter in basketball.